Welcome to the Tour Confidential bonus presented by FootJoy, the #1 shoe in golf. We're talking Tiger Woods today. Last week, suddenly and unexpectedly, he announces back surgery, his second in less than 2 years. David, what was your reaction to the news, and where does Tiger go from here?
It was a drag. I think we were getting used to Tiger making some nice strides in his game, in his career, as he attempts to find his, once almost near perfect form. His tournament at the Greenbrier, he was near the top over the weekend, and you saw the mass of fans going into the Greenbrier, the 100,000 extra tickets they sold because Tiger was in contention. It was getting excited in Tigerland again, but he's had a relationship kind of fall apart. He's had some bad rounds of majors, and now this news of the knee surgery. I mean, he's a fighter, he's a grown man, but after a while, when the setbacks start piling up, it just becomes that much harder to, kind of fight through it all. We've all been in situations where this is too much, I can't do it. But it's the end of the season, the beginning of a new one where he probably wasn't going to play a lot anyway. It comes at a good time. It's probably why he scheduled it, and we'll see. This is a huge test for him.
Yeah. Last time he had the surgery, it was early 2014. He had it just before the Masters, and he came back 3 months later for the Quicken Loans. Didn't look like himself. I mean, it took him a long time to even play, remotely competitive golf. He's got 7 months till the Masters this time. You think that's reasonable? You think we'll see? You think it's reasonable to say that Tiger could come back and contend at the Masters next year?
No, I don't. I mean, it's reasonable to say, but I don't think it's going to happen. We used to wonder whether Tiger was going to get to 18 majors. Now you're going to wonder if he's going to get to 18 surgeries. I mean, it's just been a brutal stretch. And I remember seeing the ticker on ESPN Friday night, and I was sort of like, if you saw that a few years ago, that's shocking news. Now you sort of come to expect it. The numbers are grim. It'll be, if he doesn't win the Masters, it'll be 8 years in June since his last major victory. He hasn't won since that last surgery. His last top 10 in a major was 2013 British Open. So it's very hard to be bullish about Tiger's prospects. He's nearing 40. The injuries, the surgeries are piling up. Whatever progress he's made with Como, he's going to have to sort of start from scratch again. He's going into 3 months of rehab probably, and then a couple of months before he can get competitive again. Maybe we see him at Torrey Pines early next year. But, it's sort of starting again. Here we go again, and, I'm not particularly optimistic about his chances.
What if let's ignore the Masters. Does he win another PGA tournament? Yes or no?
I think he will. Yeah, I think he'll get through this. Obviously he knows the procedure for going through a surgery like this. I still think there's enough there in his tank, ego-wise, to prove to the world that he can do this, and I think he's going to give it his best shot. It's not as if he's going to fall victim to his injuries. Injury derails most pros' career. They just they get hurt, they can't swing because of back pain, and it just kind of slowly go away. I don't think Tiger wants to do that right now.
If you can get into a final pairing, which he did, that you got to assume he can. Assuming those yips don't flare up like they did at that event, where that's almost a bigger question. I think he can. I think you're right. I think he's tough enough, and he wants to prove the point that he can win. But the yips is a mental thing that really concerns you when he gets under the gun. I do have a sizable wager with somebody, an unnamed colleague, that Tiger will win.
Who's not on camera at this moment.
He's not on camera. That he will win another PGA Tour event within the next 5 years. So I'm sticking to that.
I say yes too.
I wouldn't spend your money yet, though.